The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A quick throw now complete to Ross. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Check nine, check nine.
Now Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 58, we on sign? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, last week he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out, because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays?
Like
it certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Henry running right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Drake. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Set it.
Derrick Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Mike's 56. Night, sweetheart.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On first down, it's Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind.
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's got this down to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
That's good for Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now it's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, baby, yeah.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down just inside the back at the 9.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's complete to Diggs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Going deep for Diggs, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments will. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, check. 2-6. Hey. Motion. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. I got him. Here he goes.
Jackson now. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now it's Henry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw on third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
60 outlaws. Let's go, see, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He long.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Jackson from the shotgun, buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch QB drop. Hey, watch it, watch it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man open. It's Ross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. That is caught at the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Check pass. Check pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. Roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Here's Jackson to throw. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Whip. Watch the whip. Rush in. Check out.
And an alley to run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They'll set up to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Result of the play is a turnover.
No chance. He's crashing.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now on first down, Drake again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.